everybody. Peace, 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 peace. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Hi, Brenda, Stephanie, Linda, Cecilia Brown, Debbie, Jasmine Joy TV, first time in the stream. Hi, Jasmine Joy TV. Tara Time, Heidi L, Cecilia Brown, Stanley, Liz M, Aish is in the house, Amma Page K, Andrea Myers, Alina Poe, Kate Moore, Ugly Lux, Jessie Style, hey Jess, Linda Nolasco, Karina, Kay Simmons, Claire Bear, Veronica P, Stephanie M, Divine Trivia, Mahora, hi Mahora, hey Jess, and yes Mahora, Versace has been sold to Prada. For 6.5 bill. Hi, Minnie Jeffrey. How's it going, everybody? I'm so glad to see Mahora in the chats again.
Hello.
Pradacha. Yes, Cecilia Brown. So anyway, Ellis, hi. You're going to rewatch later? What do you mean? No, we just began. But thumb up the live stream. Thank you so much. It's getting hot up in here. I have my little fan blowing. Can you believe? Winter is over officially. And I'm sweating, and I've had a terrible week. Let me tell you, headaches, anxiety. I've been dealing with the lawyer situation, with the possible suation. I still can't reveal details, but thank you so much for everybody who's been tipping. The Fashion Bunker here is the link in case you want to support the lawyer fund for the Fashion Bunker, and also at the top of the chats, there's a direct link as well, in case you don't use QR codes. Thus far, it's been a couple of hours that the lawyer has been working, and they charge by the hour. And as you know, there's a certain entity that's trying to get my channel deleted, and I need lawyers involved to prevent this from happening. And so this has caused me also to go on a nervous breakdown this past week, which is why we didn't stream until now. But I have collected myself. I have gathered as much energy as I have within me. Every ounce of energy that I have left, I have taken it, and I'm going to give it to you now, okay? So thank you everybody so much who has already helped the bunker. It means really the world to me, because this lawyer, not cheap. Hi, Christian Anderson. Hello from Sweden. How's it going? Hi. Hi, Uncle Lou. How's it going? Kari, thank you so much, Kari.
Kari donatait de $15. Get them Dacob.
Wait, hold on a minute. And you hear something. Kari. Ciao. Kari. I lost Kari. Kari, where did you go? Where did Kari go? Nobody knows. Oh my God, I had a Kari. No, I don't, y'all. Hold on, Kari. Thank you so much. So Kari, here you go. Putting Kari into our treasure shrine. And I also have 2 more coins here from last stream, because at the end of the stream, we pull 1 coin out, and if your name is on it and you're still in the chats, you get to ask Mr. Predicto a question about the future. But since 2 tips arrived after we pulled the coin, I added them to this week, and that would be Shop Queen and Isla. Just letting you guys know. So there's that. Be strong, Dacob. When you drop in the truth and they get after you, it is juicy and they are afraid. Oh, period. Yeah. I just wish, because I did nothing wrong. I just wish that the law would be a little bit more helpful towards the content creator that did nothing wrong. Short Order Cook. Thank you so much for gifting 5 Super Dacob memberships. The Renegade Realtor just got gifted a membership by Short Order Cook. Ophelia XOXO was gifted a membership by Short Order Cook. Aram Mackenzie was gifted a membership by Short Order Cook. In the Stars was gifted a membership by Short Order Cook. Holly Grace was gifted a membership by Short Order Cook. Thank you so much, Short Order Cook, and welcome to all the new Tier 1 members. You have just won a 1-month membership to the Fashion Bunker Tier 1. Start using your limited edition emojis now. Hi, Tamara Time. Hi from Azerbaijan. Hello, sweetie. Hi. Good morning. I think it's morning for you, or early afternoon. And what did I want to say? You really want to join the after show today, because today's after show is going to, since we didn't stream midweek, we're going to do the after show today. Hi, Inga T. Let me tell you where it's at. Hi, Audrey. Today's after show is for Tier 2 members and Tier 2 patrons. It's an exclusive, and it's going to be a live stream after the main stream, which is happening right now. We are streaming right now. After this stream is over, we're going to all jump into the after show live stream, where today we're going to have a very special thing happening in the after show. Today we will be releasing the ferrets.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
Yes, my dears, in the after show, all the Tier 2 members and patrons are going to experience the releasing of the ferrets. And it is going to be something new. And let's see how quick other channels will be to copy that. So now, what else did I want to say? Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the members and the patrons. Thank you. I cannot wait. Also in the after show today, oh my God, there's going to be so much new. Yes, Mahora, who knew ferrets meowed? Oh, honey. Oh, honey, the Fashion Bunker ferrets, not only do they meow, they moan. So we'll go. Tier 2 only today. I repeat, Tier 1 is only the first after show of the month. All subsequent after shows are exclusive to Tier 2 members and patrons. Only the first after show of the month is for Tier 1 and 2 members and patrons. Oh my gosh, there's a lot to talk about in the after show. So there you go. We're back here. Hi, everybody. Okay, so first, there's a lot to talk about. I have been watching YouTube videos in preparation to this live stream, to this show. Hi, Teresa E. Hello, Dacob mods, everyone in the bunker. Glad that somebody says hi to the mods as well. So anyway, we'll go. Good, because the mods are awesome. So applause to the mods. I just wanted to say, I've been watching videos and I'm like, what is going on? Are we going back in time? Like, have we learned nothing from Purse on Fleek? Have we learned nothing from Purse on Fleek's video? Hi, Miss Roni. From Purse on Fleek's video, her goodbye to Hermes, farewell to Hermes, from back in 2021 or 2020, whenever that video was posted. I mean, that video made YouTube luxury history, in my humble opinion. Like, it goes into, like, that video should go into the top 10 videos of YouTube luxury thus far of all time. Okay, so may YouTube live a long and prosperous life to infinity and beyond. But so far, for me, the Purse on Fleek, like, goodbye to Hermes video was like, look, dare I say it's number one? Dare I say it's my number one? Hi, official Pami Pickle. Jesse Styles says, I 100% agree. No, like, dare I say that is like my number one. Like, I think, hi, Natadida, Dacob, my son just said, Mom, here is Dacob streaming. Have you already thumbed up? Oh, thank you, Natadita, and thank you so much to the kiddo. Hi, Natadita's son. How's it going? Hey. Thank you so much for letting your mom know that I'm streaming. Purse on Fleek's video, Goodbye Hermes, is I mean, like if we ever were to make like what do they call those things? The Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame of luxury YouTube videos. Like, I don't know if hers is like number 1, but it's like, it's in the top, not even top 10, top 5. Okay, top 5. And it's amazing. I mean, it is delicious. I mean, I love that video. I love how Mel puts her hair into a chignon and she's dressed in black. It is a funeral. It's a funeral. She's dressed in black. She has the white pearl necklace. She even has the box of tissues, and she pulls the tissue out and then she dries. You guys, it's a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece, and I'm not joking. That is entertainment. I'm not joking. I love Mel, and I love that video, and it is wonderful. That was the first video on YouTube that actually brought the entire luxury community together. That was the first video where everybody started making a video about that video. But so, I digress. Go check it out. Shout out to Mel. Go check out her channel. She's awesome. Purse on Fleek is her name. Okay. So here's the thing. A lot of videos were made about her video, in response to her video. And it was like years and years. I mean, we're still talking about it today. Amazing video. Now, but I thought, you know what? I think we learned our lesson after all those years. We know how Hermes is. We know how sales associates at Hermes can sometimes behave, sometimes not so good, sometimes wonderfully. Everything I say, by the way, in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. You know how sales associates can be snobby, elitist sometimes. You know, the whole shtick. Now, here's the thing. I thought we would have learned our lesson by now and just like chill. Okay. Honestly, and I'm not going to mention any names because I mentioned Purse on Fleek's name because, I mean, that's iconic, but you know. Miss Ronnie says, I just watched a bad Hermes sales associate video tonight. Yes, Miss Ronnie, a lot of us have. And you see, here's the thing. I think I'm more on the side of the sales associate in this case, and hold your horses, because anyway, yeah, I know people are gonna be like, stirring the pot. No, look, here's the thing. I thought that by now we would have learned our lesson, and it's like we got bigger fish to fry today in 2025. We do. We really do. Then coming to the internet to say, I'm done with Hermes. Like, because why? Because you don't have enough bags. You need another one. And you're upset that the sales associate is like being a snob to you and being like, you already got a bag a couple of months ago. Like, I just feel that's very out of touch. In my humble opinion. I mean, look, you do you. I don't care. You know, your money, you do with it what you want. But I'm just like, no, that don't fly. It was a different thing when Purse on Fleek did it back in 2021. I mean, because that was a whole theater piece. Oh my God. I mean, an essay should be written about that video. Seriously, it was that good. But sorry. Yeah, Miss Ronnie says I 100% agree. And look, 2025 is no joke, period. But also, I'm like, you can't make a video like that and have your Birkins and Kellys and all your bags behind you and then be like, it's the attitude. I'm like, how out of touch are we here? What attitude? I mean, so anyway, I disagree. There you go. Now, look, we all have our battles to fight. We all have our battles to pick and choose. You know, everybody chooses and picks their own battles. I'm battling a legal battle at the moment. And yes, of course, somebody might say, I don't care about your problems. I don't care if you lose your YouTube channel. That's, you know what, that's okay too. Somebody might hate me, and you're allowed to, you know. Last I checked, it's a free world, but then again, I might be wrong about that one now. With every passing day, it's less free, apparently. But here we are in a position where 2025 doesn't seem to be the right time to complain about snotty sales associates not wanting to enable another purchase of another $10,000 plus bag. I don't know. So there's that. But, Brenda, for the lawyer. Thank you, my love.
Brenda
Thank
donatait
you.
de $15. For the lawyer.
Thank you, Brenda. Now, because also, thank you, Brenda. I'm putting you into our gorgeous shrine. But also, you know, sorry, there's a dog barking. It's so annoying me right now. And I can't focus because I'm like already. Anyway, yeah, Teresa, first world problems. But here's the thing. If you're going to say that you have a problem with a sales associate, but you chose the high road and you didn't want to fight with them then and there, why are you backstabbing them in a video later on? I mean, if I had an issue with that sales associate, I would have told him, listen, Linda, this is no way to talk to me, okay? You're being very rude to me. You're making me feel very uncomfortable in your establishment. And maybe you feel like you have the liberty and you have the authority to talk to me that way, but you want to hash it out, girl? We can hash it out. So tell me, what troubles did you take from your home and your luggage to work today and think you can throw all that luggage onto me? What made you believe that you can do that? Because you can't. Okay. Literally. I mean, okay, instead you kept it all in passive aggressively and you go and you spill it out in a video. Yeah, no. It's like, and I get it. Every comment seems to be positive, a ton of thumbs up. So, hey, more power to ya, lady. But you know, it's a public video and everybody has their opinions. There you go. So now I'm not mentioning any names. You guys in the chats are mentioning a gazillion different names, so we're just going to leave it at that. Teresa says, I don't know if it's the background or what this evening, but your eyes look pretty tonight. Oh, thank you so much. Maybe because you haven't seen me in a week. I don't know. Maybe it's because I slept, plus I took a nap. I took a disco nap, so I'm a little bit more relaxed than usual. Oh, Muniam was talking about Tamara. What really annoys me, Tamara literally unboxes every second week a quota bag. It is getting really icky. I really don't think these people realize what time it is. I seriously, you guys, I really think a lot of people don't get it. They live in their bubbles, untouched by reality. And hey, what you gotta do? You know, like let me unbox another. And then she makes a video crying that thieves broke into her house and stole everything she has. And I get it. With Tamara, it's difficult. It's part of her job. She has to be at the events. She's invited to the Louis Vuitton show. She's invited to the Dior show. Other influencers are invited as well. She has to be quick to post her pictures at the show. Why? Because if she doesn't do it first, somebody else will do it first. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because it's difficult for her during Fashion Week to not allow thieves to know through her social media where she is in real time. Because if you're a thief and you're following her, you're going to know, well, Tamara is always invited to the Louis Vuitton show. She's always invited to the Dior show. So even if Tamara waits 1 hour to post a photo from the Dior show, you can literally look up on the calendar of the Haute Couture week, of the Fashion Week, you can look up what time and where the venue of the Dior show is. And you can bet your bottom dollar she's going to be at that show. So if you put 2 and 2 together, you're going to know when she's not going to be at home. You're going to know when she's going to be at the Dior show. And if you know where she lives, and let's say you don't know where she lives, you just wait outside of the Dior show till she leaves and you follow her until she gets home. Do not do this. I do not tell anybody to do this. I'm saying don't do this. I'm just saying if I'm the police, I would put 2 and 2 together, and that's how I would find out who was the culprit. And I know when you do social media, people always say never post in real time where you are. If you are live streaming, do a 10 to 30 minute lag time, so you're not streaming exactly where you are. And if you're posting, you're on a holiday or something, wait till you're back home and then start posting your holiday pictures. And also, Tamara, you need to have somebody in your home every time you leave the house to go to these events. Fashion Week. If you go to the events in Fashion Week, you have somebody you trust stay in your home. I mean, come on. You keep telling us in your videos you're a professional, you're a professional. That was not professional of you to leave your home unattended while you were at a fashion show. You see what I'm saying? So you can't have it both ways. Either you're professional or you're not professional. So anyway, look, I've had a tough week. Maybe I'm being too much of a bitch, so don't listen to me. You know me, I have my ups and downs. I can be harsh, I can be less harsh, but like at a certain point, I'm just like also like, come on, people, wake up and smell the coffee. And why can't you enjoy the bags you already have? Why can't you? Why? Why can't you enjoy it? Why more? It's always more. It's always more. It's always like, wait, oh my God. Like, when are we going to finally kind of move on from that? And I love a good bag. I love a good perfume like anybody else, you know. I'll also spend a pretty penny for a bag. But I'm okay after a while, you know. Hi, Chunky Shoes UK. It's like, hi, Cinnamon Roll, good morning. Audrey says, if you've got all these expensive items you've got to pay to secure them, it's like have 11K bike and paying for a 10-pound chain to secure it. Hi, Michelle, good morning. So anyway, whatever. And Munyamo says, I swear she has bags I haven't seen in months. I bet she's selling some. Who cares? You know, let her sell her bags. Really. I don't judge a person selling their bags. It's fine. No, it's fine. Jenny Murray, how's it going, sweetie? Oops, only came in now. Trying to fathom what the conv is about kind of sounds like a theft. Oh, yeah, but that ages ago. Tamara Kalinik's theft situation. But she got a lot of those bags back. Apparently, you know, the cops found some, thieves were found. She managed to hunt them down. Her followers were also sending her links to like websites that were selling her bags. And since she had for the most part, secured her authenticity numbers. She could like prove that those bags were hers. I don't know. She made like a follow-up video about it. Hi, Star ASMR. Hello, Dacob and everyone in the chat. Hi, sweetie. So anyway, there's that. But I'm like, today you make a video about how you're done with a certain brand because they told you like just a couple of months ago you got a bag already. Chill. And you don't like the way it was said to you. Move on. I mean, because at the end of the day, we all carry luggage. We carry a lot of luggage. And if your sales associate also tells you, oh my God, so many people are asking for the same thing over and over and over again, I swear to God, I don't want to be in the shoes of an Hermes sales associate, especially in today's time where everybody's super entitled, because don't get fooled for a second. Who is thriving today? Who manages to thrive in these times? Oh, honey, I got a side eye for you. How is it that you're still thriving? Huh? And also, imagine the sales associate going through so much, whatever issues they have at home, whatever issues they got to deal with on a daily basis with entitled clients, because they got no other problem nowadays but to battle out who's going to get the next quota bag. Now imagine being a sales associate who can't afford with their salary to purchase the bags that they sell every day. Imagine being that sales associate who's dealing with this situation of entitled people annoying them constantly with, okay, how much do I have to spend to finally get a quota bag? Ah, this is so annoying. What do you want? Another 50K? Here, take it. Now when can I get my Birkin? Now imagine being that sales associate in today's day and age with all the insecurities we're going through. And then they have to stay calm and calm you down. And they have to be your psychologist, your psychiatrist. They have to be your shrink. On top of them worrying if they're going to have a job next month. Okay? But now they have to like sit there with you and console you. I'm so sorry that you only have 4 of our bags so far. Don't worry. It'll get better. See what I mean? Not a good picture. Not a good picture. Hey, to each their own, you know. To each their own. But I would cut sales associates some slack in today's day and age because they're also going through a lot. And a lot of these luxury brands are also cutting positions. They're firing a lot of people. I'm not saying Hermes is one of those brands, but a lot of brands are cutting staff. A lot of brands are also shortening commissions. A lot of brands are making it harder to reach your bonus quotas. And a lot of brands are lowering their quality. So a lot of the sales associates also find themselves in a position where they're like, well, now you got to kind of start selling subpar items that are sold as luxury, and you got to keep selling. You got a lot of pressure from your bosses, and you got to stay polite, calm, and play shrink with your sales associates. You guys, don't underestimate the amount of pressure that sales associates are under these days. And the fact that this person did not for a second take into consideration that maybe, just maybe, that sales associate was going through hell emotionally with whatever turmoils or struggles they might have. But you see, and I'm like, yeah, sorry. No, doesn't fly with me. It just doesn't. But you do you. Hello, Buell from Whittier, Alaska. Hi, sweetie. Caroline Steele. Good morning, Dacob. Hi, Caroline from the UK. Got the live stream. Yes, thank you. Hannah. Hi, Hannah. I watched Tamara when she was living in Paris and traveling across Europe. I stopped because she was only talking and then boxing while sitting in her living room and not doing anything outside. Yeah, I mean, whatever. With Tamara, I'm just like, it's like, it's like a brain fart watching her videos for me, honestly. It's like, okay, if you want to see a bag, then you watch her video, but that's that. In my opinion only. Starry Simar don't know their names, but they're always in the photos from Fashion Week, especially Hermes show, says Cecilia. To Star, I don't know what question. Well, anyway. So, well, Munyamu, look, it's always just one side of the story, right? Where was the sales associate? Where was the sales associate to tell you their side of the story? Did you get to hear the sales associate side of the story? Did you? Hi, Tamina. Good morning. Okay. Speaking of feeling really bad about injustice, if you think that it's an injustice to not get an Hermes bag again and again and again from your sales associate and you feel gaslit by them, man, you have a tough life. But I got another story for you that maybe will show to you that there's bigger fish to fry. Wendy Williams just went to court yet again. I am shocked at what the judge told her. Buell, please do not discuss that in here. Comments like that get the channel taken down. Thank you. Debs, you know what to do. Don't block, just delete the comment, please. Thank you. Hi, Tyler. Yes, hashtag free Wendy. So here's a serious situation. Because Wendy went to court. She went to the hospital, right, with her niece, and she passed in flying colors the cognitive exam. 10 out of 10, baby. Wendy is fully with herself. She is there. She is sharp as a knife in a kitchen, okay? At a butcher's table. She's sharp as a butcher knife. But here's the thing. The judge, and this, I mean, I gotta say allegedly, because I'm just reading the reports, it breaks my heart because apparently the judge is really angry at her and her niece for trying to contact the press and tell the press what Wendy is going through. The judge was not having it apparently at all. And in the last ruling, the judge said to Wendy, allegedly, that her entire family's terrible, that everybody's awful in her family, that her niece is leaking intel to the press and she put a gag order on her. How dare she? And then she said to her, your career is over. You will never have a career again. And I will tighten your, what's it called? What she's under, the conservatorship. Allegedly, I'm paraphrasing here. I'm not using her words, obviously. Wendy started crying. She broke down completely. This judge, I mean, we're talking about Wendy Williams' freedom to be her own human being. How much do you want to bet if she was poor, if she didn't have all the millions in the bank, nobody would care? They would let her roam the streets, drunk, drugged up, whatever the hell she wanted. Nobody would care. But because there's money involved, well, the banks, they don't want, wait, I'm like, hold on a minute. The bank doesn't want to give me my money. So instead of me being able to use the money that I've earned through hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, you're telling me you're not giving me my money? And on top of that, you're declaring me incompetent. So now I'm locked up. I can't even see anybody. Plus, I don't have access to my money. Plus, a judge is ruling that and making fun of me in court, telling me you'll never have your career back. What is wrong with people? I can tell you this much. As someone who works in the entertainment industry, I can tell you, Wendy's career is not over. It's not over. How dare a judge say something like that? That is despicable. Okay, it's one thing if you want to rule whatever you're ruling according to the law, but nobody asked you for your nasty opinion about a person and about their future. How dare you? How dare anybody? So this is 2025. Akulu says, OMG, whoa, I need to read the court transcript. That sounds outrageous if that did occur like that. Yeah, please do read the court transcript and let us know. Mahora says, Wendy is not even old. There's a whole long career in front of her. Definitely. I agree with you, Mahora. I agree with you. Akulu says, her career is no way over. Ups and downs are common in entertainment industry, but there's always a bounce back, period. And Wendy is amazing. I mean, she's amazing. At least all of us in the fashion bunker, we love Wendy. Sibylla Delpha says, which celebrity related? I can't talk about that one either. Okay. You guys, oh my God, it's like a minefield, the chats today. I have to be very careful what I say. Because, I am dealing with a litigation as well at the moment. I have a lawyer that's charging me by the hour, and it is very expensive, okay? But I'm hopeful that this situation will get resolved very soon. This is the reason why this week I did not stream midweek. This thing gave me terrible migraines. Hello to the lawyer, if you're watching. Sibylla Delpha says, sorry, Dacob, I will be more careful. Thank you, sweetie. You couldn't have known, Sibylla. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Debbie, thank you for letting us know. Debbie says, if I delete a comment, it's nothing personal. It really is nothing personal. Debbie's just trying to protect me so that the guidelines get followed because YouTube is tightening the noose. We love you, YouTube. You are a gentle algorithm. It will get sorted. It's just really expensive. And I'm nauseous just thinking about all the money you just throw out for law. Says, Mercury direct just happened this week, plus full moon in Libra. Okay, we'll help you legally. Oh, thank you.
Dear Dacob, I was busy with work, so I am not up to that. Sorry to hear about your legal problem.
Oh, thank you so much, Hannah.
Your legal fund. Hope things turn in your favor.
Let me reread the comment. Dear Dacob, I was busy with work, so I am not up to date. Sorry to hear about your legal problems. Chipping into your legal fund. Hope things turn in your favor. Oh man, Hannah, that helps a lot. Thank you so much. That is so generous. And let me write your name on the coin. And we got Hannah on the coin. So yeah, legal fees are super expensive, and that's what it is. But you know what? I'm a trooper, and I fight it. And I also want to make a very clear statement here to that entity. I'm not going to let this one go. I'm not going to let this one go. So you picked the wrong victim to bully, because this is harassment and bullying at this point. Because I remind you guys, I did nothing wrong. This is also one of the reasons why I am so clearly like, okay, yeah, I'm going to hire the lawyer because this is a clear case. You know what I mean? I have no doubts in my mind that I did anything wrong. So I am wholeheartedly happy to pay for this because I'm like, you cannot get away with bullying me like this. You can't. And you guys will be shocked when I can finally release to you who it was. Well, who it currently is. You'll be shocked. And I'll let you know when I'm allowed to speak, I'll let you know. Can you believe? Anyway, Tara says, I'm so glad I found your channel, Dacob. I was searching for various Chanel fragrances review and found you. Ah, Tara Time, thank you so much. Glad you like it. Yeah. So anyway, somebody said, who was it? Earlier on in the chats. Oh, Tyler says that judge is so evil for that. Yeah. I mean, if the whole thing is true, then yes, I agree with you. Somebody said, oh, Dacob, you're handsome. Who said that earlier? I just wanted to let you guys know. Can you believe somebody actually commented on, I was way long, it was like an hour ago. But anyway, somebody commented on my channel, you guys. Somebody said just a couple of days ago. No, Tyler, listen to this one. Well, I mean, Tyler is a skinny legend. Tyler fits a size -10, not even 0, okay? Forever our skinny legend. And Tyler is also fabulous. Christian, thank you so much. Well, here, look, listen to this, listen. So this guy, the Tebby Poe guy, commented on my Chanel, Velasquez, yeah, you said handsome, thank you. Oh man, you're too kind, guys, thank you so much. Well, this dude commented, El Tebby Poe, just this week, he said, why all the fat gay men are obsessed with Chanel? And he spelled it channel. Well, anyway, grammar is not his forte. Why all fat gay men are obsessed with channel? Now, hear me out. Hear me out, y'all. I have nothing against my chunky brothers and sisters out there. Nothing whatsoever. Chunky and funky and spunky. I love them all. But like, you're coming for me saying like, oh my God, why are all the fat gay men into Chanel? Like, so I'm thinking to myself, this guy commented publicly on my channel with a public profile picture, so I can show it to you because it's public. This dude thinks he did something. That's him. This is the guy. And I'm like, okay. It's not like I'm looking at a skinny legend commenting either. Okay. So I'm like, are we projecting? What? Like, Sebastian, what's your deal, girl? He has a YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel. This is his YouTube channel, y'all. There you go. So that's his public YouTube channel. Shout out to you, Sebastian. Go subscribe to Sebastian. Send him some fat love.
Absolutely not.
Can you believe?
Absolutely not. Why would you even ask me that question?
Oh, thank you, Mariah. So that happened. Y'all, can you believe? No, that's not. Girl, Moni, I'm not even going to read that. And you want to hear a backhanded compliment? That was also something very fascinating that happened this week. And this was somebody, not an English speaker, but they wrote it in English. somebody said, thanks for the honest review. I think he meant honest. Thanks for the honest review. A pleasure to watch, even as a straight man. I like it. It is more of a unisex, in your opinion, and a sweet version of Allure for me. Again, thanks for the review. This was a comment left on my review of the Chanel Allure Superleggera Flanker. Don't you just love it when guys feel so insecure about their sexuality that they feel compelled to just to clarify in the comments, like, hey, loved your video. I'm straight though. And even though I'm straight, I liked your video. I'm like, honey, nobody asked you if you're straight or not. Nobody cares. Literally nobody cares if you're straight or not. Okay. And I'm going to have a story to share with you of what happened to me in real life just a couple of days ago in the after show, because it's a little bit too, I can't share it here. But in the after show today, I'm going to tell you a story of what happened to me also about gender and stuff in a store this week. It's a doozy. So, I mean, the after show today, it's going to be delish. Anyway, can you believe? And look, bless his heart. I don't think he meant anything bad by this. I think it's more like him trying to say to the world, hey, y'all, I'm straight, okay? Okay, I'm straight. And I'm watching this gay dude review a perfume that's targeted to men. Okay? But I'm straight, okay? And I'm like, yeah, you do you, boo. Nobody needs to know. And also, this is something, when I was doing retail and I have friends who work in also perfume retail, like bigger chains, not the niche shops. And they would say it's so funny when men that act straight and want to be really straight, when they come in and want to buy a perfume, they feel very insecure. So they ask the sales associate, like, where are the perfumes for men? Okay, and then the sales associate shows them, okay, here's from this brand, the perfumes that this brand markets to men is here. And then they would lift one. And with every perfume they lift, they're like, but is this for men? Yes, it's for men. It literally says pour homme on the bottle. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is for men, yeah? Okay, yeah, good. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Like, we gotta move on from this, you guys. I mean, anyway, so that happened. This let the lumberjacks buy Coco Mademoiselle, says Tyler. Yeah. Yeah, Debbie says, lol, it's also toilet water. Watch out. JJW says, so mask, your life is dictated by marketing teams. I know, right? Sylvia says, one time I was shopping in Sephora and a man came in asking the sales associate where the hand cream for men was. Cha. Max, hi Max, perfumes are by essence unisex. Where would you like? My wife and I share the same scent, period. Perfumes know no gender, you guys. That's just my opinion. You know, hold on. And to each their own. Now, Mahora, you got all the menses smelling like fruitcakes. Period. So anyway, I don't know what to tell you guys, but it's like, oh, it's just getting worse and worse and worse, I feel. Like, when is it going to start getting better again? When are we going to give, like, zero, SHITS about this and just, like, move on? Who cares? Where would you like? You know what I mean? But anyway. So that happened. Now, I know that Jessie's in the chats. I wanted to shoot a video because she's always super busy, so I don't know if she has time to. I don't know if she's still with us, but I'm going to mention her in the upcoming video. Tyler says, this is why everyone should do the blind test at the Chanel Beauty Atelier. Wear what your nose likes, not your eyes. Really good idea, and especially when it comes to the Les Exclusives, you guys, because you can also layer them, combine them with other scents. You can add a little bit of patchouli, and the perfume then smells less of musk. It can be less floral if you add a little bit of musk. Like, you can combine stuff and make them, you can adapt them to yourself, right? Just saying. Everything is adaptable, right? Perfumes are as well. Yeah, Jessie, I'm here. Good, good, good. Sorry, I'm just like trying to. Okay. So let's shoot this video. Oh, wait, let me just touch up my makeup. By the way, guys, I'll repeat it again. Subscribe to Jessie Styles' channel. She is a wonderful, wonderful YouTuber. She knows what she's talking about, okay? She can't always reveal everything. She has also her NDAs, you know. She's also very professional. She can't always tell. You got to read between the lines when you watch Jessie's videos. Don't take her kindness for weakness. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She knows fashion and luxury and bags. So Jessie's channel is very, very precious when it comes to all us, you know, luxury content creators. You can learn a lot from her. All right, so let's shoot this video, you guys. Here's the continuation to they scammed me. Luxury scammed me. I paid for luxury and they never shipped it to me. Now, the first video I made about this topic is already posted to my channel, and you could go check out that video for all the details. But let me just say, since I posted that video, I have received some very interesting intel. And I'm going to share that intel with you right now. So first, just a quick, like, let me tell you, like, the highlights of the last video. So I ordered something from Louis Vuitton from the Takashi Murakami collection mid-January, and it said that the item was in stock, and I paid for it. They take your money immediately, but they never sent me the item. And in my prior video, I explained the entire back and forth and ping pong with them. And then after that, the Takashi Murakami with LA Dodgers New Era collaboration that was launched through the Complex shop was released in early March. I ordered 2 baseball caps with the Takashi Murakami cherry blossoms on them. Also relatively expensive for caps, you know, $80 a cap. I mean, plus shipping. Okay. Also paid it immediately, but they never shipped it. I explained the whole situation, what happened there, also in my prior video. So be sure to check out that video because it's an interesting story time video. Trust you me. And then my dear friend Jessie from Jessie Style, by the way, I'll post the link to her channel down below. Be sure to subscribe to Jessie. She's amazing. She also made a video talking about the situation as well. So be sure to check out her video. And also, she talks about her situation with Louis Vuitton / Takashi Murakami's collaboration. Okay? The Takashi Murakami with Louis collaboration that she ordered and also did not receive. So it's a whole situation, you guys. And, you know, I analyzed the problem in my prior video. Jessie analyzes it in her video. And now we're at a position where people have started to see this video and they're reaching out to me. People who also work and or worked in the luxury field behind the scenes. Well, I got some intel for you guys, and this is very eye-opening. Remember my thesis from the last video that luxury is not just dead and over, or, you know, the end of luxury. We've been talking about this since years, but it's also a scam. And mind you, not everybody works in this scammy way, but I've noticed that more and more it's becoming sort of like a scam. I mean, you guys, call a spade a spade. If I give you my money and the item is listed as in stock, not a pre-order that says you pay now and we'll ship it to you in half a year. No. If your website states that the item is in stock and I order it and then you don't ship it to me for half a year, and I keep checking your website and it still says the item is in stock, it's not like one day later you're like, oopsie, we sold out and you bought it after we sold out, so now we're going to take the item offline and we're going to list it as sold out. Click here to get notified when the item is back in stock. You know, they have those options sometimes as well on these websites. No, we're talking about an item that says in stock, will be shipped to you within 2 to 4 business days. You click, put into cart, you pay it, and they don't ship it to you. And then they start gaslighting you when you contact them in the chats or try calling them. They're like, this is a covetable collection. What do you expect? This is going to take more time. I'm like, I expect what you told me. We entered a legal agreement here. You got my money immediately. Your website said I can get the item within 2 to 4 business days. Why are you not fulfilling your end of the deal? Why is it that I, the consumer, have to fulfill my end of the deal, but you don't? What gives, girl? Now, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion, just to be very clear, okay? So Jess's video is also super eye-opening, so go check that one out. And here I received some intel from Jesse's in the live chats. By the way, I live stream several times a week on my main Super Dacob channel. So follow me in to partake in the live streams and to partake in the live chats. And Jesse's style is in the chats right now. Jesse says, ooh, juicy. Jess, if while I'm reading this, you have some more comments to add, please type them out and I'll read them out as we go along. Y'all, listen to this. My intel tells me the following. You guys, pause the video now, get some popcorn. If you're watching this later, get yourself a drink or something, because you gotta sit down for this. You gotta sit down for this. Everything I'm going to read to you is alleged, of course. Everything is alleged. But hear what intel I got. Somebody writes, I work in finance. This is called supply chain in financial lingo. Supply chain management. Companies use the money that consumers pay. Well, actually, they say companies use the money that consumers pay in for a product. Let me read that again. Allegedly, right, Tyler? Allegedly. Companies use the money that consumers pay in for a product to fund their manufacturing operations, as opposed to using their own money. The game is actually specifically within the holding period between initial payment and release of the product from their supplier, and then the subsequent shipping of goods to end consumer. The longer this period is, the longer the company, like for example, allegedly LV, has access to the money/capital, and therefore financially advantageous to companies that do this. Because this is in the consumer goods sector, the company is essentially getting an interest-free loan from the consumers. They're using us as a bank, but they're scamming the bank because we get no interest. Allegedly. The more people place orders that have to wait, remember, This works on the amount of time the company holds your money. And therefore, financially advantageous, longer they hold on to this money only boost the company cash flow artificially. The simple delay of end users receiving their goods is actually indicative of a very planned financial process. Indicative of a planned financial process. They know exactly what they are doing. I have to add allegedly. The person says, my credentials, I work in finance, and we literally plan these operations and things for companies. There are people paid to organize and plan this, allegedly. Okay, so that big companies go to them now. How insipid and tricky is this? Because technically, you could say, well, hold on. Okay, we don't have the item. We can do a pre-order. We'll charge you. We can pre-charge your credit card, but we will fully charge the amount once the item arrives, and then we'll ship it out to you. But a lot of these companies stopped doing this. They're not doing this anymore. Now they're listing the item as in stock, available, so that more customers will decide to purchase it. Because obviously, and this has happened to me, I don't know about you guys, but many times when I see that the item is pre-order, I don't click to order it. I don't want to wait. I'll just say, no, I'll just wait. When and if it becomes available, I'll decide then if I want to buy it or not. So I think they thought it's a better strategy to take away the pre-order and just say it's available. But it's not. And so that way I click to pay. And then they have my money for months and months and months and keep telling me, oh, it'll come soon, it'll come soon. Y'all, this is just vile. Jessie says that is so unluxurious, right, Jess? It is not like they are a small brand. Well, in the case of Louis, tragedy. Trax says indie makeup brands do this all the time with pre-orders, but they clearly state that it's a pre-order. The shady ones won't tell you. That's the thing. Trax also says luxury brands have the cash flow, so this is crazy that they do this. It's insanity. And it is a relatively new practice because it hasn't been like this in the past. And in my prior video, I clearly say, you guys, when did this start happening? Because I remember a couple of years ago, this was never the case. If something was in stock, they would ship it, it would arrive. Or the address was wrong or something and it gets shipped back to them. I mean, hiccups can happen. But I never had a situation like this where consistently throughout many different brands that I ordered from in the past 2 to 3 months, orders of items that stated clearly on the website were in stock will be shipped to you, or delivery time between 2 to 4 work days. And then 1 month later, I'm still battling with them in the chats, trying to call them. In the case of Complex, there's not even a telephone that you can use to call them. You got to write them an email, and then they say, we'll answer you within 48 hours. But then they answered me 1 week later in an email saying, oopsie, the item that you ordered and paid for in full, beginning of March or mid-March, will be shipped out to you end of July. That item is still available on their website as in stock as we speak. Brenda says, we are basically crowdfunding them, kind of, but without them openly stating that we are crowdfunding them. Chunky Shoes UK says, it's so shameful. Where's the luxury in that? I think there should be a law passed to forbid this. Like, money is tight at the moment. We all love our luxury. We all love our little treats, our little knickknacks. Look, I'm not sitting here preaching to the choir telling you don't spend your money on some futile luxury. I mean, life is short, people. Enjoy it. You want to binge on something and you can afford to binge, or pay it on credit. You do you. I'm not here telling you how to spend or not spend your money. That is really not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is telling you, as a consumer myself, if I want to treat myself to something, and that's something, especially in the luxury sector, it's overpriced anyway. Okay, we are used to that in the luxury field. We know that we are the baboons that are overspending. We are that Oompa Loompa. I'm the first one to say, loser. People in my comments all the time say, Dacob, oh my God, why would you spend so much money on a Chanel pouch? Call me Kreskin. I spent the money on a Chanel pouch because it makes me feel some type of way. I'm not sitting here debating how crazy it is to buy something like that. I am sitting here telling you how crazy it is that once I decide to buy something like that, the company takes my money and doesn't give me the item for at least 6 months. That should be illegal. Money is tight. I could have used that money for something else. It's not like my only dream was to get that item from the Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami collection. I have other stuff on my wish list. So I could have used that money. It's not like I can afford all 50 things on my wish list, one at a time. But if Louis Vuitton already now takes my money, that money goes away from me budgeting another item from my wish list, but I don't get the product that I purchased. So I'm like, where's the thing I bought? You have my money and my product, and now my wish list of other items that I want has to wait because I got no money left and I didn't even get the item. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. This should be illegal in my opinion. Debbie says, I completely believe it and it's disgusting. The bank of me is closed, says Debbie. Jessie says, so I guess we have to stop pre-ordering. But Jessie, if they tell you that it's a pre-order, if they clearly state on the website, like by clicking to order this now, you agree that it's a pre-order, it will take up to 6 months to arrive. Okay, I want it to be clearly explained before I buy the item. Then we're okay. Then I can still decide if I want to wait 6 months or not, if I want to give you the money to hold for 6 months or not. But it's a whole other situation when they claim that that item is in stock, ready to ship. Just pay. And then you pay, and then 1 month later, you still don't got the item. Steph says, this is happening to me too. I ordered the new medium key pouch on my birthday in March. Happy belated birthday, sweetie. It showed in stock for $490 plus tax. I still don't have it. Now it says expected to be delivered in May. So you paid Louis Vuitton in March $490 plus tax, and they're and they're telling you nope, and now they're telling you in May, arrival in May. So they did it to me, they did it to Jessie, they did it to you. To how many other people did they do this? How much money did they take without delivering the item? What sort of scammeria is this, people? And also, somebody was also telling me in the comments underneath my other video, they were implying, well, maybe they're doing this to kind of bump their numbers to make it look like they earned more money in the first quarter of 2025. To trick the shareholders into thinking that the company is doing better than it is. Allegedly. Interesting comment. Somebody left that comment underneath my last video. Jessie says, true, it says add to cart. It is deceptive. It should say pre-order instead. Right, Jessie? I agree. Brenda says, Complex has not answered my email yet after a week already. Brenda, it took them actually around about 10 days to answer my email. It is vile. Jessie says, true. They are using the money to make the cherry collection. Could you imagine? And then people who actually get the items complain about the quality. Jessie made some really interesting videos also about the bubbliness of the canvas from the Louis Vuitton collection, from their Takashi Murakami collab. People are complaining about peeling canvas, cracking leather. The luxury bucket list says Louis Vuitton charged me €450 to fix a zipper on luggage I used twice. I'm done with them. What is going on with Louis Vuitton? I mean, are they doing that bad? I have no words, seriously. But I'm going to stop purchasing from them for the time being. Personally, I wish them all the luck in the Louis Vuitton, I wish you all the luck in the world. LVMH, I wish you all the luck in the world. Okay? I'm not here, what's it called? Doing defamation. By no means. I have a huge collection of Louis Vuitton items. I wish the company would produce wonderful quality to my standards that I was used to having from you, Louis. Okay? But for now, I am personally zipping my wallet shut. You do you. I wish you all the best. But I'm personally, for now, stepping back. Like, you know that meme of Homer Simpson backing up into the shrubbery, into the bushes? Yeah, that's me. Just saying. Cecilia Brown says, yes, I'm done too. Returned a few items recently and no more LV for me. You know, keeping it real. Call a spade a spade. There you go, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thumb up this video and subscribe. Let's get to 100K. Love you loads. Hi, Snobbery and Decay, and hi, Jomi Road. Tracks. Hi, the Texas factory has some issues. Yes, we're going to talk about that next. So, Jess, I'll put a link to your channel when I post a video under the video, like I always do. And I'm going to post a link to your video too. Yeah. Oh, Chan, thank you so much.
Chan donated de $10. Hello Dacob, happy to catch you live on a Sunday in Switzerland.
Oh, Switzerland. Thank you so much, Chan. Gonna put you into the shrine. This is for our legal fund. And remember, at the end of the stream, we're gonna pull out one of these coins, and if you're still in the chat and your name is on it, you get to ask Mr. Predicto a question about the future. Hold on, let me turn off this thing. Oh, actually, no, I can leave it on because it has battery. And let me charge my iPad. I understand it for furniture, household equipment, and small businesses, but LV... No, I don't, Hannah. Just be clear about it. Either you have it in stock or you don't. If you are selling furniture, then say it on your website. You say, hey, you want to order this table with this garden furniture? It's a pre-order because we have to manufacture it. Okay, so it's going to take a month. You know what I mean? Be honest. Don't say like we have it in stock and then I pay for it and you're like, no, we don't have it in stock actually. Oopsie, you're going to have to wait 6 months. You know what I mean? Jummy Rod, thank you for becoming a tier 1 member. Now here's the other topic. Oh wait, Kari, thank you so much.
Kari donatait de $15. For the lawyer.
Oh, merci beaucoup, Kari. Thank you, Kari. And actually you also sent a tip from last week, so there's 2 of them now. Because we didn't pull your name last time because you tipped after, you know what I mean? After we pulled the thing, so now you got 2. And are you guys ready for the Louis Vuitton? We're going to talk again, Louis, a little bit right now because of the news that broke about their factory in Texas. So let's get to it. And I'm going to have to be very careful how I phrase everything in this video for obvious reasons. Debbie knows. Okay. All right. And I love my Louis, you guys. I'm not, look, I even have the stupidest items that nobody needs. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know what I mean? But like, girl. I got this in Melbourne, by the way. Jessie knows. So this is my little memento from Melbourne. And obviously it's always with me because it's my memory of my time with Jessie. We actually went to Louis at Chatston together. The evening I bought this, Jessie was with me. Oh, Sandra, thank you so much.
Sandra-BW donatait de $15. This was eye-opening, thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. This was eye-opening. Oh, thank you so much, Sandra. Hold on, Sandra. I am writing your name. There you go. Thank you so much, sweetie. This is all for my lawyer fund. Yeah, Jessie says, we did go to Louis Vuitton to get that cutie, right? It should have a Jessie sock in it, LOL. Ah, yes, it does. Oh my God, Debbie knows. No, it's not a Jessie. Can you guys see me? We're back, baby. So it seems as though, can you guys see me and hear me? Okay, so first I thought it was my computer. It's not the computer. Hi, everybody. So you guys, sorry for that. It seems YouTube went down. And I was a little bit like, what is going on? But like, yeah, YouTube was not working. I couldn't, every all of YouTube, like there was like, if I would just go to the YouTube regular page and just see which videos are in my feed, like all the thumbnails were gray. Like there was no pictures. YouTube is still not working, you guys. If I Google search YouTube, it's not refreshing. So good that you have the link to this video, because otherwise you won't be able to see it. YouTube is not working. Hi, Amanda Drago, Star Medicine, Evatrice, Francesca. It is, isn't it? Oh, look, everybody, you Phoenix Mom. Hi, guys. So basically restarting the stream, new people came in. Anyway, no, now it seems to be back again. Okay, it's working now. Now I can refresh the YouTube main page and I can see videos again. So this happened to YouTube. Something happened to YouTube, you guys. Hi, Marlene Perez. Good morning. So let's try to do this again. I was going to start this Louis Vuitton video. Okay. Hi, Adriana. How's it going, sweetie? Oh, wait, I gotta wait a little. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, hi, luxury bucket list. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's also wait for the people to come back to the stream before I begin the topic. Hi, Zmeo Star. No, that's okay. I can wait before we film this topic because I can also talk about. Oh, ZZB. Oh, man, ZBD.
ZBD donated de $50.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for
This
the
really
amazing
helps you
content.
guys.
I learn much from you.
This really helps because, I mean, we still don't have 1 hour paid for the lawyer. Today's tips, that's what I'm telling you. Everything helps. It's insanity. Like, these lawyers. They know. The lawyers know. Here you go. Oh, thank you, son. Love your hair today. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Zibidi. Thank you. Thank you, son. Thank you. So I wanted to talk to you about another little topic as we're setting up here. Hi, Pompadour Dacob. You give me serious hair envy. Oh, no, please. I haven't washed my hair in a week. I just washed it today for you guys. Kanan's eyebrow, so maybe that's why it looks like better than usual. No, Angela, I don't think a Birkin cost 1,500. I think it cost less. You know, I don't know how much it costs. I think it costs less than 1,500, like 1,500. It all depends how much they pay their workers, and for the leather, Eric says 150. Jesse, what do you wait? Is Jesse still with us? Jesse, give us your expertise. How much do you think it would cost to make a Togo? I would think it costs them more to make the big ones because they need a bigger piece of leather. But how much would it cost them to make? Hi, Positive Foodie. Good morning, Dacob and Fashion Bunker. Looking fab as always. Thank you. Thank you so much, sweetie. Hi, David Marr. I would guess around 500. David Marr, 500. Chunky Shoes UK says, I saw them making a Kelly 25 in store a while ago, and the lady was still making it after 3 days. Yeah, but then when they do it in front of you guys, they do it extra slow to make it look even more precious. I'm sure they're a little bit faster when they're behind closed doors. Hi, Annie B. How's it going, sweetie? So, I don't know. I think we lost Jesse in the YouTube apocalypse. The difference in cost price to make different size bags is tiny. Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking because I think it would cost more because they need like a cleaner, like a bigger amount of leather that has no imperfections. It's easier to find a smaller amount, smaller size to make a smaller bag than to find a bigger amount without any imperfections. So the bigger bags, I would think, is hard. It's harder for them to source the leather. You know what I'm saying? Eric, we're gonna cover it right now. Yeah. I was just about to start covering that story when YouTube went down, but we're gonna do it right now, sweetie. Yeah, the majority of your cost price is labor. Yeah. I would think so. I would hope so. I hope that the people are paid properly. I hope that the people are paid properly because look, I asked Bubbles, my bot, what's the cost to make an Hermes Birkin bag? Bubble says the cost for Hermes to actually make a Birkin bag is shockingly low compared to what they charge you. I have to say allegedly here. Estimated production cost according to Bubbles, raw materials, leather, hardware, $300 to $500. Artisan labor, craftsman wages, $200 to $500. So you could say they pay the artisan less than they pay the raw materials in part, up to equal to. Total production estimate between $500 and $1,000, according to Bubbles the bot. Yep, that's it, says Bubbles. And then they turn around and sell it for $10,000 to $150,000 plus dollars, depending on size, leather, and rarity. So that's what Bubbles says. Take it with a pinch of salt. We don't know for sure because Hermes does not disclose that intel with us. The luxury bucket list says, to be honest, I'm getting turned off from a lot of luxury brands. The markups are insane. I don't blame Gen Z for bucking the brand. Steph says, ChatGPT says the raw material cost for a standard leather Birkin, including leather, lining, thread, hardware, zippers, and locks, is estimated at $450 to $925. That being said, I still want a mini Kelly before I'm done. Google AI says $800, says Kanan. Lil Leon says, I just posted a question about Louis Vuitton messing up with their revenues gold reviews thanks to the pre-order scheme to show off with investors before the video crushed. Would love your opinion. I filmed that just now, so you're gonna have to rewind and rewatch that snippet. I just finished that segment a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, Amanda Drago, Vivienne Westwood still, when compared to other luxury brands, has much better prices. Pompadour says, agree with everyone getting fed up with the big brands. Smaller and more caring luxury brands are the way to go. If anybody's out there caring still. Now let's try again to do our Louis Vuitton video. Hopefully it's not going to crash again. Louis Vuitton in Texas has a factory, but they also have some workshops in California. Now, the workshops in California have been announced by LVMH that they're going to close relatively soon, and they are offering their workers from California to move to Texas, to the Texas factory. Now, that's an issue that we're going to cover in this video as well, but then also we're going to talk about several news outlets are reporting about this, including Reuters, calling it LVMH finds making Louis Vuitton bags messy in Texas. Interesting article. And I want to talk about this with you guys because, well, as you know, I do love my Louis Vuitton bags, especially my canvas. No, I don't want to say especially my canvas. That is my favorite Louis Vuitton that's the only Louis Vuitton products that I buy. Everything in canvas. I mean, look, I love my notebook holder. Love it to bits. It has leather on the inside, actually. It's lined in leather, canvas on the outside. Little trinkets that I get as I travel across the world, like this little Munchkin Speedy that I got in Melbourne. I have my Speedy, my Keepall. Everything is in monogram. That's my favorite. Monogram is my favorite. And canvas is my favorite. So this factory in Texas is specialized in making canvas, but not just canvas, also some leathers. And apparently there have been some issues with it. Now, according to this article and according to LVMH, right, they kind of announced when they were opening the factory back in, 2016, 17, 2018, that their plan was to hire a certain amount of workers, and they're going to hire them and they're going to train them, specialize them to work, to do everything properly. And they want to enhance the number of workers as the years go on. Apparently now, and everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts, everything's a legend, just my opinion. They haven't reached that number that they were kind of telling America that they were going to reach, apparently that part of Texas gave them tax breaks and benefits for Louis Vuitton to build their factory there, you know, property taxes and all that stuff. Well, not property tax, but there's a lot of different taxes that you can get benefits in Texas if you build a business there. Good for you. But apparently they didn't hire as many people as they were initially saying they were going to hire. And then also, apparently, a lot of customers are complaining about the quality of the bags that come out of the factory in Texas. And here is a little bit of factors that the article doesn't touch base on, but that I wish to touch base on, and that would be, you know that Louis Vuitton bags and all of their items, minus the silk, which I found very interesting, their items cost more in outside of Europe. Okay, so in the United States, there's like a 20 to 30% markup on Louis Vuitton items. And I get it, like you're importing a luxury good from Europe to America, there's like luxury taxes and all that stuff. This is already since decades, okay? But if you're going to open a factory in America, you don't have to import the stuff anymore. So there's no tariffs or taxes to be paid. So why would you charge on the bags that you made in America? Why would you charge the same price for a Speedy made in America like you would charge for a Speedy made in Europe that you had to import into America? You see, here's where I start seeing trouble. This is where I'm like, hold on a minute. You should be charging the consumer less for the bag if it's made in America than for the bag that you had to import from France or from Italy, or from Spain, because some of their bags are made in Spain, some are made in Italy. I actually have here a few items. One of my poche toilettes, well, this one is made in France, you can see here, okay? But then I have a newer one. I love these two bits. I have a few. This one is made in Spain. This is a newer one, so it didn't start patinaing yet as much. So, they got Spain, Italy, France, and America. But I'm like, why are you charging me more? And if you're selling me the bag in America that was made in America, you're charging it the same amount as made in France. I have spoken to sales associates at Louis Vuitton in the States, and they tell me, oh, it's the same. Like, don't look at the tag where it's made. If it's made in America or if it's made in France, it's the same quality. It's made to the same standards. I'm like, yeah, but you understand that, like, I want to pay less for it if it's made in America, first of all. Second of all, many people have been allegedly complaining about the quality of the bags made in America. This article touches base on that as well, saying that the workers apparently are not that good at doing what they're supposed to be doing. Some claim that they have not been properly trained to make these bags. Some bags are more complicated to make than others. And apparently they're put under allegedly pressure to do them really quickly, so they make mistakes with the machinery, with the canvas. And there's some like reports that are really bad about how they kind of learn to hide mistakes, like to melt the canvas on the edges when it's not cut properly, to hide the flaw, hide the defect, hide the fact that the stitches are not aligned because they didn't have the exact amount of time to invest to actually stitch because they also used machines. Don't get fooled for a second here. This bag is not made by hand, okay? Okay, I mean, a hand might push the canvas through the machine, but the machine is stitching, and I have no problem with these bags being made with machines and with hands. Really, that's not my issue. My issue is when when the leather is cracking, when the canvas has a cut, or it's kind of, you see that there's something wrong at the edge, it's melted. I've had an issue with my kirigami pouches. Do you guys remember? Go check out my unboxing video of my Louis Vuitton kirigami pouches. The first set I bought, at the bottom stitch in the corner, it was melted. The canvas was melted. The stitch was melted. I'm like, what the hell happened there? Now I know. Because the article talks about it, how they kind of use like these like metal hot pins to kind of press into the canvas to melt it to hide imperfections. I mean, oh my God. And then apparently they're not doing very well, right? And the sales associates are saying in the boutiques, well, it doesn't matter if it's made in the USA or in France, it's the same quality. I'm like, yeah, but if customers are complaining to you, then don't gaslight us. Let me choose which bag to buy. Like if I want to get a Speedy and you're giving me one made in USA, of course I'm going to ask you, hey, do you also have one made in France or made in Italy? And then the sales associate looks at you like, ugh, like it's the same. Girl, if it's the same, then instead of paying you in dollars, can I pay you in Monopoly money for the USA, made in USA Speedy? I'll pay you in USA. It's money. Monopoly money is just like the dollar money. It's money. So I'll pay you with the Monopoly money then. No, then you're going to tell me, well, hold on a minute. No. I'm like, well, yeah, there's a difference. Monopoly money is money. It's called money. Has no value in your store. Well, in my collection, the made in USA bag doesn't have the same value as the made in France Louis Vuitton bag. So now we're having these issues. Apparently, they're not seeing the profits that they expected. So the California part of the manufacturing ateliers, whatever is closing down. And then there's this huge issue of LVMH just like being like, yeah, they can move. You know, whatever. Just if you don't want to lose your job, you can move to Texas. And of course, it's like, well, hold on a minute. I mean, it's not that easy, you guys, to just like say, oh yeah, sure, let me move from California to Texas with my entire family. Sure, why not? Like, you know, it's not that easy. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. I would be in shock if my company told me, hey, you can keep working for us, but you're going to have to leave California. You're going to have to leave your home where you've been living and working for the past, 5-6 years. And if you don't want to lose your job, you're going to have to switch it in Texas. And you got to move to Texas. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that doesn't seem like, it doesn't seem very friendly to your workers. And then apparently there are complaints that the workers are not trained properly. Now, here's what I don't understand. What is it that the workers that are hired in America and Texas that they don't understand? How to stitch the bag, how to use the machinery. Like, I have questions here. I want to know, are the machines that they have at the Texas facility, are they the same exact brand and quality of machines that they would also use in their factories in Europe? Or are they different quality machines? And if they are the same quality machines like they use in Europe, if you could have trained your workers in Europe to do the job right, why can't you train the workers in America to do your job right? Like, I'm saying, if your machines are not lacking in quality as opposed to your machines in Europe, then my next question, my follow-up question would be, so the workers are lacking something then? Because if you have the same machines in America that you have in Europe, but somehow the bags coming out of your USA factory are not good enough, then it's the workers, right? Okay, so then my follow-up question is, are you not investing enough time to teach your workers to train your workers how to manufacture these bags? A, B, are they dumb? I mean, like, what are we talking about here? Single-digit IQers being hired to do the job? I don't think so. I think people are very intelligent. So something is lost there, and I don't buy this whole not giving explanations. I'm like, so is it the worker's fault? Is the worker at fault because they're maybe not being paid properly? So they don't really show as much interest to keep working at a high quality at the brand. Now I have here at a certain point they do mention the salaries, which, so it is stated that Texas salaries, the minimum wage in Texas, as per this article, so I have to say allegedly again, is $7.25 per hour. And when the factory opened, I think that was 2018 or 2017, when the factory opened, the workers were paid $13 per hour. That is 1 3. 13, not 30, not 30, but 1 3. So like double, almost double the minimum wage. So workers, when the factory, the Louis Vuitton factory in Texas first opened, were paid $13 per hour. Now the article states that their salaries in 2024, as of now, are $17 per hour. That is 1 7. $17 an hour. So when the factory opened, they were paying the workers $13 an hour. Now they're paying them apparently and allegedly $17 an hour. Now, for American standards, where a lot of people also really, what are you going to do? If you got to make ends meet, you're going to do a lot of things for money, okay? You might even work a job in a diner, in a restaurant, and you're going to be living off of tips and the mercy of your customers. And then maybe the owner of the joint is going to take part of your tips away from you. You never know. Times are really tough. So I can see how some people might think, well, $17 an hour plus hopefully benefits like health insurance. I don't know. I would hope so. I would hope that this comes with benefits. $17 an hour plus health benefits. I mean, better than $7 an hour. But you're working for Louis Vuitton. You're working for a luxury brand. You're working for a brand that charges thousands of dollars for a bag, for one single bag. But your labor? So here's my question. Where's my bag? Okay. Yeah, guys, this is a simple bag. The Speedy, as much as I love the Speedy bag, this is not a complicated construction. I think the most complicated part of this bag is to do the piping. The piping. But what are we talking about here? How long does it take you to make one of these bags? How long? How long does a factory worker at Louis Vuitton take to make one Speedy? 1 hour? I'm sure if you're really, like, if you know this bag, if you've made it a couple of times, like, come on. Do you need an hour? 2 hours? Less than an hour? How long do you need to make this bag? Maybe the handles are difficult to make. So let's say you need 2 hours to make one Speedy. In those 2 hours, you're going to get paid $34. Okay. And that's before they tax you and everything. Okay, so let's say it took you 2 hours to make one Speedy. I think it's less than 2 hours, but whatever. But let's say 2 hours. You take your time because you want to do the stitching correctly. You want to do everything right. 2 hours to make the bag, that's $34. You're going to get paid $34, but the bag is going to cost like $2,000. Yes, you have the cost of the materials, add that. We're going to factor that in as well. But you see where I'm going at here. I mean, maybe you got to start paying your workers a bit more. And then maybe you're going to get better quality bags out of the factory. And also, hire more people, because again, another thing with the numbers here is like they were talking about hiring up to I don't know how many people, and then that number was reduced. They did not meet that quota that they were talking about reaching by 2022 or 2024, because remember, they opened around about 2018. And so I'm like, so you hired less people than you wanted to originally, so less people are doing more work. So now that means that less people are forced to do more labor and quicker. You can see where this is going. If you're going to give a person less and less time to finalize a product, well then it's a recipe for disaster, especially when it comes to luxury. Coco Chanel always said, the biggest luxury we have is time. If you do not give your workers the correct and proper amount of time to actually produce these items, of course they're going to be flawed because you want to maximize profits. And here's the other kicker, you guys. Apparently, their ratio in the Texas Louis Vuitton factory, their ratio of faulty goods is much higher than their European ratio of faulty goods. And by that, I mean just the faulty goods that they catch in their so-called quality control after production. They dispose of those bags and destroy them. There are these terrifying percentages that they mention in the article as to how many of these bags are deemed faulty. You know, so a former employee of the Louis Vuitton factory in Texas says that they have as many as 40% of the production is faulty and gets destroyed. And then they also continue saying that generally with leather goods, 20% can be faulty. And that's already pushing it. Like 20% of the items that are produced don't pass quality control and then they get discarded. But apparently in the Texas factory, it was 40% of the items did not pass through quality control after they were manufactured. These are big numbers. So what's going on there? What's going on in that factory? I mean, that's a lot. And also, it's a lot of waste as well. It's a lot of products being wasted. It's not like you can just recycle the canvas. Let's melt the canvas and make it new again. It's not gold. You can't just melt it, pour it into a new shape and then give it a new form. It's kind of sad, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. And they are on a 250-acre ranch. The Louis Vuitton factory in Texas is on a 250-acre ranch. It looks beautiful. There's like a beautiful farmhouse that kind of is at the peak of this little hill. And then the farmhouse, which is a Louis Vuitton farmhouse, it looks beautiful. Behind it is the factory. Like the farmhouse hides the view of the factory, right? Inga T says, we just need to keep educating new consumers in the live chats so they can make informed decisions about whether it's worth their money, as some only buy it out of FOMO. Oh, many people buy just because of FOMO, for sure. For sure. Cecilia Brown says, I'm not surprised. Every bag I bought from Louis Vuitton recently had some defects, all returned, not paying so much money for substandard quality. And, Phoenix Mom says, well, if the output has 40% fail in quality control, the production must be put on halt and process engineers investigated. It's insane. You guys, let me know your thoughts down below. I mean, anyway, the statement made by Pochard, Louis Vuitton's industrial director, Mr. Pochard, said that LVMH and Louis Vuitton are being patient with a young factory, meaning they're still investing more into. I'm like, really? Or are you just saying this because you want all the perks that come with getting all the benefits because you're making your stuff in the States? IYK. At the same time, you have customers in the States, long-term Louis Vuitton customers being iffy when they enter Louis Vuitton and they're being given a bag made in the USA and they go, do you have one made in France instead? Like, or Spain or Italy? Like, come on, be honest here. We've all been there. Don't tell me, if you are a Louis Vuitton customer, that you haven't been there in that position when you were like, oh, they want to sell me a made in USA bag. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know down below. Love you loads. Subscribe. Let's get to 100K. Okay, we came through this. Hopefully, I tried to be as clean as I could. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah. Interesting though, isn't it? What do you guys think? So, also, on a lighter note, on a very lighter princessy note, well, first of all, I finally got my Grimace from the McDonald's grown-up meal Minecraft collection. I'm still missing, this is the egg, actually. It's the Grimace egg. I'm still missing one character, and of course, that character is the zombie hamburglar. But I do have Grimace now. He's a little chunky egg. And the soda drink, which is also super cute. And the hamburger, which is kind of my favorite one of them. The Big Mac. This is kind of cute. Anyway, we digress. So Grimace is great. I'm missing the hamburglar. Oh, Sarah says I got the Grimace too. Cute as you promised. Isn't it adorable, Sarah? Look at the little eyeballs. It's a cutie. Yeah. Taking advantage of the learning curve, says Phoenix mom. So people don't buy yet. Wait till 1 year probably when the green workers have gained expertise. Well, no, they opened in 2018. It's 2024. We still have this issue. So it's been it's been a couple of years. Yeah, the Big Mac size is awesome. I don't know why this is my favorite. Because also the top, these are like extra bits of plastic, like translucent plastic that they used for the sesame seeds. Love it. And then they printed the burger. It's not a sticker, it's a foil, printed foil. And then you got your Minecraft McDonald's logo at the bottom. I don't know what it is about this Big Mac, but it really, yeah, it works for me. The Big Mac, because it's like the only item that they did where the actual McDonald's food is transformed into a Minecraft version. Because the other items are more... Grimace is not an egg. Okay, Grimace is a full-grown creature with arms and legs, but they made an egg for the sake of I don't know what. So, anyway. And the soda, I get it. In Minecraft, you have the potions, but here, like a soda drink should have been in a soda container, but it's okay. I mean, the potion bottle with a straw, it's fine as well. It's transformed. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about something very princessy that I just learned about today, and I thought that was really cute, and I wanted to share with you guys. Let's talk about the royal family. Now, we're not going to talk about Meghan Markle, and we're not going to talk about, what's her name? Hashtag not sponsored, but I'm drinking Fiji water. Fiji water doesn't really work for me because the bottle tastes too plasticky. Anyway, very chally. Now, we're not going to talk about Kate Middleton, although I have heard that apparently they're getting a divorce. Allegedly. Does anybody else heard that Kate and William are like, is that just like goss? Is it just goss or is it happening? Yeah. Is it? Is it a divorce? No. Okay, Kari says no. Corinne says I did. You heard that as well? Now, Megan projecting onto her relationship. Oh, Luxury Bucket List is crying. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe it's not true. Maybe it's just like really weird rumors, but I saw I saw on Snapchat somebody say, well, Snapchat. I mean, okay, talk about gossip. Like, Snapchat is only like everything is very sensationalistic there, so I don't trust it either. But I was kind of surprised because some people tell me, oh, yeah, rumors are always there that they're divorcing. Rumors have been around for ages. I'm like, I've never heard them. Not that I remember. It's a rumor. Okay, but I did hear about that, says Corinne. Okay, so I'm not the only one. So apparently I heard that she... Okay, no, you know why I was kind of shocked by this? Because this gossip was so juicy. Apparently, Kate Middleton hired the same divorce lawyer that Lady Diana hired back in the day to divorce from Charlie. And I was like, oh my God, that would be like the same lawyer that Lady Diana. I'm like, girl. I'm like, anyway, but that's not what I want to talk about. Well, I do. But I mean, I said it, but you guys have debunked the rumors. Good. Oh, Karen says there were rumors a few years ago that William was having an affair. I don't think it's true, says Luxury Bucket List, but he's probably miserable with her. Aw. Cecilia says, if it was true, it would be on every front cover in the UK. Sarah says, there was a cheating rumor a while ago, but they've looked happy post the health issue. Ugly Luck says, that guy's still working? Charlie? Oh, the lawyer? Apparently. Maria says, they are devoted to each other. You just have look how they look at each other. Karen says, it was talked about in certain circles. Positive Foodie says, if she does, she better not drive through tunnels. Oh, I see what you did there. Oh my God. The Luxury Bucket List says, oh, it's that one. I believe the cheating. I thought you meant Meghan and Harry. No, Luxury Bucket List. I'm not talking about Megle. I'm talking about Katie and Willie. Katie and Willie. Yeah. So yeah. Maxine says a regular model gets paid $30 per hour on average, which is more than the people who work at the store. Interesting. Model for what? Don't tell me. What are you talking? What model, girl? Oh, is that how we call it now? Model. Okay, gotcha. I'm joking. I'm joking, Maxine. Of course, I'm Maxime. I'm joking. Oh yeah, Maxime might be back in the stream. Yeah. Teresa says, Princess Diana did not like Chanel CC logo. Yes, I know, because of the Charlie Camilla thing. Although, even after the divorce, she was still wearing Chanel. So, that's also one of those legendary rumors. But, do we fully believe it? Yeah, maybe. But no, I wanted to talk about the Japanese royal family. And not in particular the actual royal family. And my friend Teruko Nakajima would know more about them. Hi, Teruko, if you're watching. She's also a night owl like me, so maybe she's there now. But I watched this video on YouTube about the Japanese royal family's jewels. And this is where I was like, oh, fabulous. Okay, so I want to share this with you. So apparently the Japanese royal family, if the woman who's a girl and she is in the royal family and she's coming of age and she's turning 20, and if she is going to marry the husband who's going to become the king, I guess, I don't know how it works exactly with the lineage, if the man can continue the lineage or not. But anyway, the to-be king, because there can't be a queen, like there has to be a king. The lineage has to continue through the male part. But the man who marries the woman, the emperor, sorry, Kari, my bad. Emperor, not king, emperor. The emperor. The princess, when she reaches the age of 20 and she's going to be elevated to marrying whoever is going to become the emperor, what have you, Japan has a tiara made for the lady that is turning 20, the princess. Now, also interesting to note how the English aristocracy and European aristocracy is connected to all of this, because in the past, Japan did not play these games. They didn't do dressing up like the Queen and King of England, dressing up like the aristocracy of Europe, wearing a tiara, wearing a crown, wearing a little custom-tailored suit, you know, like Queen Elizabeth used to wear, those perfectly little collar, you know. Something similar to that. Oh, we could talk about this for a long time because America appropriated that. Jackie Kennedy, all those little jacketlets, suitlets, you know, higher end politicians in America also appropriated that aristocratic style. So they would have those little suits, those little jackets with a little collar. You know, the ensemble, the tailleur, you're going to have the jacket that matches the skirt. Everything is prim and proper. The Queen of England wore the same. Jackie Kennedy, minus the tiara, although I think she would have liked the tiara if she had one, but we digress. So they all kind of, this style spread out everywhere. And Japan was very closed up. They didn't want to have anything to do with the rest of the world for centuries. I mean, it's like the oldest empire in the world, right? That's still standing to this day. And so the ladies, the princesses, the emperor's queens, I don't know if they're called queens or emperatrices, they would wear kimonos, you know, the kimono style, the whole shebang, the white painted face. But as the European aristocracy style and spread out throughout the world, and as money that came from potential business transactions spread through the world, Japan decided to open their borders and start embracing doing business with the rest of the world. And that's where the fashion from Europe came to Japan. And that was the first time when the Japanese princesses or empresses started also to wear outfits that looked like British royalty of the 50s and of the 20s, you understand. And so they started also embracing tiaras. Hi, Jackie, good morning. And I love a good tiara, okay? So I was like, oh, let me check this out, you guys. Let me see how do Japanese tiaras look. And I'm like, oh, they're all the same. So every new princess, when she turns 20, and there's a continuation of the lineage, if it continues to be royal, she gets her tiara. And it's made, she doesn't get to choose how the tiara looks like. And also, she doesn't get to keep the tiara. The tiara is made in her name, but it is paid for by the Japanese taxpayers, by the people. And it's a symbolic gesture, meaning if she were to divorce, to leave for whatever reason, the royal house, she does not get to keep the tiara. She has to give the tiara back because the tiara belongs to the people, technically. It's paid by the taxpayers and it belongs to the country. So they have their archive of tiaras that the ladies, the princesses or empresses are allowed to wear only for special functions, special, very special occasions. And the first tiara ever made was in platinum, clear diamonds, and pearls. But because in Europe, and this was back in the day when the Empress of Austria, I think it was Sissi, she was in love with stars. Stars were all the rage. And she would have dresses with embroidered golden stars everywhere. Stars were the rage. So the first Japanese tiara was made out of platinum, diamonds, pearls, but at the tip of the tiara, there were like screwed in stars. And those stars are detachable. In future decades, as the stars were no longer popular, they took the stars off of the tiara. Now the tiara is never worn with the stars, but without the stars. And throughout the decades and the centuries, these tiaras evolved more and more. However, and I was curious, like, why are all of them made out of platinum and diamonds and white pearls? That's it. No rubies, no sapphires, no colored precious stones. And even the diamonds, only transparent diamonds, no colored diamonds. And then, turns out, I found out why. The reason being that the Japanese empire and aristocracy, flaunting wealth is bad. Bad manners, bad manners. So white is the symbol of purity and elegance. And also white is the symbol of modesty. So I'm like, modesty. I mean, you guys, it's a freaking platinum tiara with diamonds. Like, what's modest about that? But to them, unlike the other aristocracies of Europe that would flaunt their wealth through the colors of their stones, so the tiaras would have sapphires, rubies, diamonds, yellow diamonds, white diamonds, platinum, gold. No. Every single tiara made for the royal family of Japan is exclusively white metal, silver metals, platinum, exclusively clear diamonds, and if you want, you can add pearls, but only white pearls. And furthermore, the princess to be empress does not get to decide the design. It is decided for her by a special committee. Oh yeah. She gets to choose, I think, the element, the symbol for herself, like an iris flower or this or that. But I finally found the answer as to why the Japanese royal tiaras are always platinum and diamonds and no other colors and pearls and no other white pearls. It's because for them, it's like it's rude to show off wealth by showing all the different colors in your jewelry. And when the princess turns 20, she gets a tiara made. I think they said a necklace and cuffs. Earrings. I think earrings tiara necklace. I don't think cuffs. Maybe also cuffs. I don't remember that part, but I do remember tiara, necklace, earrings. And there's only one instance that I know of one of the princesses where her tiara was actually paid for by the royal family, not by the taxpayers. So she got to keep it. It's hers. And this is also so interesting. During the lockdown, during the pandemic, one of their princesses was getting of age, but Japan thought it's not polite when people are in trouble. Sorry, I have a hair in my nose. When people are in trouble, you know, everybody's struggling. They thought it's in bad taste to show off wealth, to make a new tiara. So what happened? They borrowed that one tiara from that other empress who actually had the tiara paid by the family, not by the taxpayers. That's why they were allowed to do it. But anyway, the logic, the Japanese logic here, very fascinating. They took that tiara and gave it to her just to borrow, so that they would not show off spending extra money during hard times. So they were very careful to not show wasting of wealth of any kind in that period. And apparently that princess still did not receive her own designed tiara. And they're not sure if and when she will receive it, depending on which occasions she will have to attend to as part of her royal duties. And then there was another one who abandoned the royal life because she married a commoner, had to give up her tiara, of course. Interesting. Just a little tidbit of information that you get in the Fashion Bunker. Yeah, it was a YouTube video, Debbie. Yeah. Yeah, it was on YouTube. Hi, Jennifer Hodges. How's it going, sweetie? Thumb up the live stream, you guys. And I just wanted to mention that. Also, it's the end of an era. Oh, and by the way, in that video, you get to see all of those tiaras filmed as the princesses are wearing them throughout the different decades. So you get to see them wearing the tiaras. It's really interesting. My favorite one was the simplest one. Usually they're all curved and there's a lot of curves in them. But there's only one tiara by one princess, and I forgot the name of the princess, forgive me. A very 30s style, very Chanel style. Like it looked like a burst of sun. So there was like no curves. It was just like platinum, straight lines of platinum covered with diamonds, like bursting, like rays of sun out. That one was gorgeous. Like that's the tiara. That was my favorite tiara. All the other tiaras are all curved and have round stuff. And yeah, girly, cute. But this one was like abstract and really beautiful. The one with the straight lines. It's the end of an era, you guys. Do you remember our live streams when you get to call in? We usually do a call-in live stream New Year's Eve, Halloween, and maybe in between we do another one throughout the year, sometimes during the holiday season. Something fell down. And we would use Skype for you guys to call in and be on camera together with me here. Like we would all be together on one screen and we would all be visible on camera. We would do those live streams with special backgrounds. We would be in an aquarium. We would be in a rocket launching to the moon. We would be on the moon. We would travel through time. We would have many different backgrounds and we would all sit together and chit chat. And all of those backgrounds were on Skype. And we would all call in through Skype. We've been doing this on my channel for years now. It's become a tradition. It's the end of an era, you guys, because Skype belongs to Microsoft, and Microsoft just announced that they are unaliving Skype. May 5th, 2025 is the end of Skype. It truly is the end of an era. Apparently Skype is not making them enough money. People are using other platforms to call each other. But I loved Skype, and it's the end. It's the end of an era. It is the end of an era. Really, Skype is no more. You know, for Star Wars fans, May 4th is the day to celebrate Star Wars. You know, we call it May the 4th be with you. And that's not just somebody who got their teeth redone in Turkey and cannot say force anymore because the teeth that they got done in Turkey are way too big for their mouths. No, it is May the 4th be with you because of May 4th. Sarah says, there goes my credit with them. Yes, Sarah, a lot of people are complaining because their credit is gone. Debbie says, Cinco de Mayo, baby. May the 5th be with you in this case. So there you go. And Sarah says, oh, Debbie says, it's unbelievable. Phoenix says, Skype be gone. Tear. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo, baby. So Caroline says, Sarah S., your credit can go to Teams. I don't know how that works, you guys, but it really is for us in the fashion bunker. It really is the end of an era because so many years we've had our phone calls through Skype, and we would all have these like funny backgrounds that Skype would offer. It was cute. It worked. So now for the next live stream, when we do a call in, we're going to have to find out a whole new system. Debbie says, oh my God, since 2017. Yeah, we've been doing it for a while. No, I don't think it was earlier than 2017, but yeah. So there is that bit of news I wanted to share with you guys. And then I wanted to show, this is one of the reasons why Skype is leaving, because LP Fashionista says, I didn't even know Skype is still alive. Things you know. Of course, what do you mean you didn't know Skype is still alive? Every live stream we had with people calling in was done through Skype. Anyway, okay, so you just gotta love it when people from the fashion bunker, always with us in the chats. I have no clue. Like, where were you? Were you not watching? Anyway, let's talk about okay, you know what? Maybe let's film this. I don't know why, because we might not use it, but let's talk about the color of the season, okay? It is spring going into summer 2025. And you know, we love to do those videos, don't we? This is the brand new it bag of the season. The pants have to have bell bottoms this season. The skirts have to cover the knee this season. Next season, there has to be a mini skirt. It has to look like a belt. Actually, when you're walking around with a skirt, I'm like, wait, you forgot the skirt at home. You're just wearing a belt, girl. But we digress. This year's seasonal color, and I am all for it. Is it groundbreaking? Maybe, maybe not. I'm kind of filling my oats with this color currently because of the kind of rough times we're going through. This color really perks up my happy mood. But before we get to the color and to a brand that is showcasing a bag in that specific colorway, which is kind of to die for, not gonna lie, I'm going to tell you first, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thumb up this video. Let's get to 100,000 subbies. We're almost there, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. And everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So, are you ready for this? And try to guess in the comment section down below. Don't cheat and hear what the color is and then go back and comment saying you knew. What do you guys think? What is... And by the way, I'm filming this video in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week on my main channel. So my co-chat tours, if you wish to co-chat with me, I have, do it. Come subscribe. You have to be subscribed to be able to chat. It's free to subscribe, by the way. Doesn't cost you nothing to subscribe. And I have my co-chatters right here. I'm reading the chats right now. So, Florales says, I'll feel floral in spring. How groundbreaking. Debbie says green. Munyamo says butter yellow. Amanda Drago says light yellow. Carol says yellow. Apricus says orange. Hannah says something green. Ooh, I love that color. Carol says teal. Love teal. Sarah S says cantaloupe. Nadine says avocado. But which one, Nadine? Avocado green or the pit? Or are we talking avocado brown? Caroline says fuchsia. Phoenix Mom says turquoise. Shop Queen says mango. Natadita says sky blue. Cecilia says purple. Plush Thumper says everyone keeps bringing up chocolate brown and maroon. SH says black. LP Fashionista says chocolate brown. Chunky Shoes UK says lime green. Okay. Everybody got it wrong. Every single one of you guys got it wrong. The only person that got close, oh, Kari says beige like me. School bus yellow says Terry. No. The only one who got it close is Cecilia. Cecilia Brown says purple. And I have here a little purple McDonald's Minecraft grimace. This would be purple. This would be purple. But it's not purple. It's, drumroll please, lavender or lilac. And here's a brand, what do I have here? Eau de Pas or Eau de Part, okay? AUDEPART. Eau de Pas has released their lilac/lavender colored bag. Oh my gosh, it is to die for. Can I show you guys? With the lavender inside of the bag. I love this color. I also, by the way, hashtag not sponsored, okay? I don't own this bag and I'm not paid by them to say anything, just FYI. The two shades of lavender, well, three shades actually. The lighter one, medium one, darker one. Credit for the picture is the Eau de Pas website. I love this color. I love this color. This is so beautiful. And especially, okay, so the bag looks a little bit like a Louis Vuitton keepall. But, oh man, isn't this gorgeous? I don't know what came first, the Eau de Pas bag or the keepall. One of the two came first. But you know Eau de Pas, the brand. They also have their little logos, like in some of their little, you see these little squares? These little, yeah, they kind of would write there, Eau de Pas since when did they start? 1856 or something. Brand has been around for a while. So beautiful. I have another picture to show you. Also, credit to Eau de Pas, the brand. Here's the bag from far away. Look at this little tiny bag charm in the same design. And then they have this lavender in a slightly more taupe lavender hue. Plush Thumper says, such a relaxing color. I agree with you guys. It is beautiful. I really enjoy these pastel-y, lilac-y, lavendery, pastel purpley colors with gold hardware in particular. Really, really nice. This one even more so than this one, because this one has a smidge of beige in it, right? But gorgeous. Lilac lavender. I mean, they do have lavender flowers, right? The lavender plant here to promote the color. But yeah, lavender, but it's also lilac, you know. And it can go even more pastel. It can get even lighter than this. I'm living for this moment. Pastels in general this spring. Feeling it. Feeling it. Hello, Barbara Rank says, the couture of it all. Very relaxing color. Deborah C says, I have two bags in this colorway, a purple lizard skin slouchy Bali and a smaller lavender Alexander Wang Rocky bag. Both cute and still relevant despite being vintage. Don't you just love saying vintage instead of vintage? Ah, vintage and schedule instead of schedule. Yeah. Schedule, vintage. What's the other word that I love to deform completely? Oh, I always say, no, wait, negotiations? Negotiation. Accessories. Some people say accessories. Accessories. Vintage. Schedule. Lavender. Lilac. We'll go. Love it. What do you guys think? Yes, Debbie says, apothecary, apothecary, apothecary. There's so many different ways of distorting the lingo. Don't we just love it? Positive Foodie says, love pastels, had my nails done lavender the other month. Now they are pastel yellow. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, pastel yellow is beautiful. It's like an eggshell yellow. Delicious color. Love it. Love it. Love it. Rich Kidding says, very au splendide. Indeed it is, you guys. This is very much in tune with the trend of the season. In fact, Chanel just launched their brand new flanker of Chance called Au Splendide, which also has a lavender color. So you see how everything is connected. And Chanel also launched a little pastel lavender SLG collection for their beauty boutiques. I might or might not be eyeing a little satin in lavender from that collection coming out. So actually it already came out, but my boutique hasn't gotten the colors yet. That and also pistachio green. Looking forward to seeing that color. But yes, Debbie, Starbucks also had lately a matcha latte lavender drink with this light, even lighter than this lavender color. Amazing. What do you guys think? Is this the color of the season? Lavender/lilac, or is it another one? Let me know. I'm all in for this. You let me know down below. Thumb up the video and let's get to 100K subbies. Love you loads. Bye. Audrey says, love this color. Same as my sister's bridesmaids' dresses. I like the color, says, it's Katya. Corinne says, lavender drinks are so good. Delish, right? Although I have noticed that the lavender, that same drink in Europe is made differently by Starbucks than in the US. And all gray hired ladies will be on trend. What does that mean? Lavender drinks are so good. So like I said, that lavender matcha drink is made very differently in Starbucks Europe than it is in the US. In the US, so in Europe, usually the purple is underneath and then the green is on top. In the States, and it's like half-half. In the States, it's like green is underneath and just a smidge of lavender on top with like lavender seeds or something on top. Oh my God, it's to die for. It's so, and it's not overly sweet. But anyway. Nice summer color, I agree. Ah, Cecilia says, I love that color, although I prefer bright purple better. Yeah, it's just like, when does bright purple? Oh, you mean very saturated purple, not light purple. Okay. This is kind of like a dark purple. Or is this a bright purple? Would you call this a bright purple or a standard purple? Oh, this is plum, says Debbie. Plum? I thought this was a grimace. Grimace is literally the color of purple. Okay, Sarah says it's bright. So this is bright purple. Yeah, it's a beautiful color. Don't forget, you guys, purple is really hard for a camera to film because of the blue components in it. So on camera, it doesn't translate as dark as it is in real life. This is a really deep, royal purple. Let's just, yeah, juicy, like grape purple, not Adidas. Yeah. Oh, purple is more red, lilac is more blue. I like both, says LP Fashionista. Well, Where was I? Oh, yes. We have to bring in the co-host that was here throwing shade at me the entire time. The Birkin was throwing shade at me, calling me Paul.
Hello.
Okay. Hello to the Birkin. There you go. The co-host is with us. You never know. You never know. Here's the thing. We always like to bring stuff full circle. We started in one place, we went to another, and we're ending here. I don't want to judge you for having a gazillion Birkins, like seriously, but for me, there's something so delicious about pulling a Jane Birkin, having one. You bond with it in such a special way. Like, already having two Birkins, it waters down the love. Having 3 Birkins, it waters it down even more. Having 4, 5, it's like with every new Birkin you add to the collection, there's less love. You know what I'm saying? And so this is also one of the reasons why I agree with the sales associate saying, like, haven't you had enough? Take a break. You know? It's like kids, Sarah said, joking. Oh my God, Sarah, you are such a pip. Amanda says, a Birkin have such a heavy energy. Oh yeah, Amanda, it is, yes, it is a heavy energy. Hefty. The gravitas. I would love to have multiple bags, but I think one is enough in a good color that you love, period. No, plush thumpers. Nobody told me to take a break. No, nobody told me to take a break. I have one and I'm done. I'm really happy. This is the one I wanted. I got it. We're done. If any time down the line I were to get another little teeny tiny bag, it would be maybe a mini Kelly, or if they started making like a 15 size. Oh my God, they don't exist. They don't even exist. But no. Look, this is the one I wanted. This is the one I got. Hi, Gloria. Good morning. And I'm so happy. It fulfills me. And this is why I'm also saying, like, it's here next to me because you never know. If there's a hurricane, if there's a fire, if I got to run, oh, bitch, I got my brain. I grab the bee and I'm out the door. I grab my co-host and I'm out the door. And we're good. Oh my God, Deborah. I can't believe Deborah. You guys, Deborah just wrote, you guys, I agreed with me. Haha. I was reading the comments and I thought, oh yes, I agree with that comment. And then I realized it was my comment. You are my people. That happens to me all the time. Also, I'm running through the house looking for my iPad, and I have it in my hand the whole time. Or I'm looking for my sunglasses, like, where'd I leave my sunglasses? They're on my head. Even worse, I'm like literally looking at them. And you know what the saddest thing? Another thing I do a lot is if I'm reading a book or anything, well, I can't show you. Some of these are ideas that I cannot share. Okay, I can't show you anything. Well, anyway, let's say this is a book, a material book. You know what I do? I catch myself. I literally try to zoom in with my fingers on a text on a freaking book. An analog printed book. Oh, Yanis, that is very, very disciplined of you. Yanis says, yesterday the sales associate asked me if I wanted another bag and I just said, not really, thank you. They're also making more currently, but That's a whole other can of worms. Jackie's like, I stopped counting at 500. I'm the definition of excessive. No, Jackie, like, I get it. Look, I also buy a ton of toys. I buy a ton of Labubus and these like McDonald's things. Like, I'm not saying I'm immune to being excessive. I'm just saying when a bag, you know, when it's a struggle to get a certain bag and the price is what it is, it's like, we're good. I don't need 500 Birkin. I really don't. You know, I do need 500 plastic burgers because, you know, yeah, I know, Caroline, it's petition time. Oh, Plush Thumper says I do that with physical books too. Yeah, and newspapers. Oh my God, this is so sad. This is so sad. This is so sad. I'm on the phone with my friend and I can't find my phone. My friend said, have you tried looking in your car? That's Teresa. I love how your friend is on the phone with you, telling you, go to your car, look for your phone in your car. Girl, oh man, this is me. I'm the same. I'm literally the same. Hannah says, when I asked for a new bag, they brought up a bag I bought 2 years ago. I felt scolded like a kid. Not a great villain. Oh no, Hannah. Oh man. Anyway, you guys, did you have fun today? It's time to, thank you so much for the lawyer fund. It's time to open the chest. Last chance if you wish to send a tip now and be included in the, hold on, in the Predicto questionnaire. What do you mean? Let's. So I am going to shake this. If you still wish to tip, it's here or at the top of the chat. And while we do that, I want to thank, while you're tipping, I'm thanking the mods for tripping and keeping us safe. Hit it, Bubbles.
Special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. That's Mahora, Audrey, H, Gloria, Kev, Nicole, and Terry. Bubbles loves you.
Also, don't forget that today we have an after show coming up right after this, y'all. Yo. Let me twang for y'all. After the main show, we have an after show coming up where we're going to let the ferrets loose. And I'm going to share with you a story that happened to me this week while I was shopping for shower gel. But what happens in the after show stays in the after show, as they say. Thank you for becoming a member, for subscribing. And who left the ferrets out? Who? I see what you did there, Debbie. We'll go. Bubbles, we'll go. I saw Sarah S. Thank you, Sarah, for sending a tiplet. Let me add Sarah S.
Sarah donatait de $15. Thank you.
Did we do the cling, 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 cling? Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Last chance for the tippage, and then we're going to pull one. But, oh my God, let me show you the live-in ferret of today. Live-in ferret.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
So my Labubu, just, I made it a little hat. Isn't it adorable? And I took off the, it came with this crown. So I took off the crown and I made it a little hat. I made the holes in the hat for the ears. And so my Labubu is ready for the sun. Living ferret, yeah. What you want? 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 No, no, naganu, 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 but I want no, but I want. Okay, enough. Jesus, these little boo-boos. So, we're gonna do die and ferret. You gotta spread your, yeah, die and ferret. Oh, die and ferret.
Die ferret, die ferret, die ferret, die ferret, die ferret.
And then, like, uh-oh, I'm still looking at you. Okay. You always got to turn everything creepy, don't you? Yeah, classic. All right. Yeah, I guess we can do Listen Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
And we still don't hear it. No. That's Linda the T-Rex. And now we're going to pull a coin because we are obsessed.
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh, oh.
And the winner today is Kari. Is Kari with us in the chats? Kari, make yourself be known. If it focuses. Is it going to focus? Cha. Nah, there you go. Kari, Kari, Kari. Are you with us, Kari? Are you with us, Kari? Kari? Kari going once. Kari going twice. And Kari going 3 times. All right, Kari, let me do another one. Okay, we're gonna do another one. Isla, are you with us, Isla? Or did Isla leave the chats? Well, don't forget, guys, also the live stream broke up today halfway through. So we lost a lot of people in the trenches. We lost a lot of people. Isla, are you with us? Isla, going once. Isla, going twice. Isla, Isla, going thrice. All right, moving on. Oh. Chan. Chan, are you with us? Chan, C-H-A-N, Chan, are you with us? Are you with us, Chan? Are you with us? Chan going once, Chan going twice. All right. Next. Again, Kari. Kari's second tip. Kari, are you with us? Oh my God, you guys. The mighty coin, right, Damascus? Okay, next. Zibbity. Zibbity, are you with us, Zibbity? Zibbity going once. Zibbity going twice. Zibbity doo-dah. Going thrice. Yeah, we lost a lot of people when the stream broke up. Zibbity. Okay. No one trusts Dicto, says Debbie. Next, Shop Queen. Shop Queen, are you with us? Ah, there she is. All right, Shop Queen. Are you ready to ask Dicto a question about the future? With the answer being a yes or no, right? So a question that, my tip to you is don't ask it too serious questions because Dicto has a tendency of being very rough. Hi, Siobhan. Hoping everybody's okay. Yeah, we're hanging in there. Shop Queen, whenever you're ready, ask the question. Dicto is waiting and will give you the answer. Hi, good morning, Leslie. Okay, Shop Queen wants to know, will Shop Queen ever get her dream car or their dream car?
Yes, it is certain.
Dicto was good today. He said, yes, it is certain. Whew. We got a good one today, you guys. We got to go to, because in the past few weeks, Dicto was like, no, certainly not. Oh, you never. Today was like, yes, certainly yes. So you guys, this is fabulous. Fabulous. Here you go. Thank you so much, Shop Queen. And thank you, Dicto, for being a kind and gentle Dicto. And thank you to the YouTube algorithm for being a kind and gentle YouTube algorithm. Baby Yoda is next. Predator Baby Yoda. Cha.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
Baby Yoda just rushed off to the after show. And you should too, because coming up right now for Tier 2 members and Tier 2 patrons is our live stream after the live stream, where we get to talk about stuff. Well, I'm going to let the ferrets loose. And then there's some more things. The link is in the post for the members, for the Tier 2 members. But also, if you want to join, the link is in the posts, I guess. And then also on Patreon, you will find the link to the after show. As Wendy Williams, who we love so much, says, grab a snack and come on back for the after show. And I'm glad that Shop Queen says, I'm running late to work and I was hoping I get picked. Yay. Well, I'm glad you got picked and I'm glad that the answer was yes. Love you loads. Thank you so much for staying with me in this live stream. I hope you had fun today. These are kind of troubled and difficult times, so obviously we're going to be a little bit like, woo, okay. Energy is not always going to be pizzazz. Sometimes we're going to have our dips, but you know what? That's just normal. That's the way life is at the moment. It will get better, though. See you all in the after show. Love you loads. Never give up on love. Bye.